everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Music Podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Ben.
And as you can see, we have lots of people here with us today. We got all of our best friends here to talk about Hanks, which we've referenced so many times. So we'll just go around the room and we'll just say a little bit about ourselves, give our name, and how we all know each other. So we'll start with Matt.
I'm Matt. I'm Sam. Sam's husband and Ben's brother.
Yep. And he
Hey,
used to
how'd
do
you work at
security.
Hanks?
I was a bouncer at Hanks for 2.5 or 3 years.
All right, we'll come back to that. Next.
Tara.
Oh, I'm Tara, and I was a bartender at Hanks for a long time. I started in 2009, so like 14 years total, but some of it was on and off.
Well, I'm Christy, and I'm much older than everybody else in this room, and I worked at Hanks for 20 fun-filled years. I was there almost from day one to the day it was shuttered, so I saw a lot
Yeah, I'm
in
sure.
a long amount of time.
I'm sure you did. And it's kind of funny because, of course, like the boys worked with them, but before the boys worked at Hanks, we knew them as like our bartenders. And it's funny to think that they were our bartenders, and now we've like been at music festivals together. We've all shared like one hotel room for a week. So, I mean, it was a very big hotel room with like a suite, but yes, we've had like
They went from our bartenders to our coworkers, now to our best friends. So
yes. And so we're so happy to have them. And they can probably rectify lots of the other stuff that we've said on the podcast and like confirm or deny. So I'm excited to hear.
confirm.
So with that being said, we could start with that. Do you guys have anything to correct from any of the previous episodes or add to?
have you listened to the previous
Ooh,
episodes?
we're putting them on the spot.
Yes, I have listened. I can't think of anything I
I
need to
know.
correct or rectify. But
I did have one person message me and say there were no beer showers at the Treaty Oak show at Hanks.
because we told them
Because we said
Okay,
yes.
I was like, I couldn't remember if they had said yes, that there were, or that there weren't.
we just said not to encourage it. If the crowd started it, we can't stop them. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, if I get wet, I'm going to the back.
She would be
working in beer.
so pissed.
I would be so pissed.
Christy would be so mad. Christy would be like the little old lady at the cowboy club. She was like,
For anybody that hasn't been at Hanks, man, like whatever these two say, win.
it goes.
Like it goes.
Like we have
no matter
security,
what.
but they would just like fulfill their wishes. So.
Yeah, even if like management was like,
They
no,
were
it's
our
okay, and they were like
security
out,
fairies.
we're like, all right, you're done. Let's go.
That's how it should be.
Oh my gosh.
All
So
right, Chrissy,
It was all for good reason.
what would be like your top story of Hanks ever?
Story, show, I mean,
Anything? Best moments?
it's okay if we've heard it because the people have not.
They
And they're
haven't.
all so good.
well, I mean, there were so many. I mean, that was a long time of being there. I would say it's not really a story per se. It's watching people start really small and then watch them explode. Like Turnpike, for example, the first time they played there, I don't know how y'all feel about cussing, but I was like, what the F is a Turnpike troubadour? Because they used to put the posters all over.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, who are these guys? And they came and you could hear a pin drop in there. You could hear a pin drop. It was a Thursday. There's videos on YouTube of them playing like Gin Smoking Lies and
Mm.
7 and 7. It's like a couple
On a
people applauding.
Thursday
On a
night.
Thursday. You could hear
Yeah.
a pin drop in the place. And then, fast forward a couple times later and it's sold out. So
Mhm.
that's not like a wild story, but it was cool to see
Yeah.
some people start at literally nothing. Not nothing, but
Mhm.
and then watch it explode.
Yeah.
So that was always kind of the biggest thing to me that I would say, seeing some of the big leaps from what people started out as and moving up. I don't know if that's a really fun story per se, but it just was cool to watch.
Would you
multiple-
say-
multiple times?
Would you say
With multiple
Turnpike's
bands.
the biggest band you've seen start small and then get to the point they're at?
I would say Turnpike. For
Turnpike's
sure.
the biggest?
Mhm.
Okay.
And I would reference them a lot when some bands would come in and not have a great turnout, and you would feel sorry for them and feel
Oh.
bad for them.
That's so sweet.
If
Like,
I
don't
liked them,
worry.
if I didn't like them, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
But if I liked them, I'd want to make them feel better, and I would kind of tell them the same thing. Like I watched Turnpike, and then fast forward a couple times later, and they had a line wrapped around the building, and we never saw them again because they got too big for us.
Yeah.
So that was always really cool to see. It was something that always kind of sticks out.
It's a
Yeah.
good one. That's a
Yeah.
good insight.
I would say like a lot of big people got their start at Hanks doing the open mic night and getting like a
Mhm.
Friday, Saturday night. And then like Turnpike, like place wasn't sold out. There
Mhm.
was probably, I don't know how many people would you say the first show you saw? Like 30?
Maybe 20.
Maybe
30,
20, maybe
Wish we
30
could look up the
Yeah.
pre-sales. That's what we
Yeah,
always
yeah,
we
look at.
should.
We'd be like, "Oh, there's only 40 pre-sales," and you
Yeah.
know, like, should I go to this one or not?
Hanks really was like North Texas's premier.
It was the only thing.
It's the only thing
Yeah.
around that had shows like that. You
Yeah.
could do
Yeah.
that. And like a lot of their artists got their starts there. So it definitely had tons of history with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But Tara, what would you say your top story or your top thought on Hanks was?
Ooh. Same. I mean, it's crazy to see how many people have gotten their start there and what a like launching pad it's been for people. And not that they weren't doing that in all the venues, not that they
Mhm.
weren't
Yeah.
grinding everywhere, but it was amazing to see just from our point of view, like, oh, you had 20 people or you had 4 people, and then the next time you might have 50, and just to see progression that happened with people, it was crazy just how many people really, really blew up. Like,
On the same vein, Red Clay Strays. I mean, they opened on a Sunday afternoon
Yep.
for the Steel Woods. Nobody, well, you didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
And it was just a
I didn't
Sunday
either.
afternoon.
Now they're
And
one of
we
our
were
favorites.
jaw dropped. Who are these people? And now
Yeah.
they
Good
played,
luck.
they played 2 times after that. And the
Yeah.
third time they were sold out. And
You're
it
like, good
was-
luck seeing them now. I
Yeah.
think, I mean, they
I
played.
think they're like in
Steamboat.
Madison Square Garden.
That's
maybe. I
Yeah.
think. I
huge.
think I
I
saw
think
Yeah.
that.
I
That's wild.
I agree.
You know, that's crazy.
So, what song reminds you guys of Hanks instantly?
I
ooh.
have 3.
Okay.
I thought about this.
Let's hear it.
Alright.
Let's hear it.
From my little cheat sheet. I have 3. Wear My Ring by Bart Crow, because when that song came out,
Mm.
we played it a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Overplayed
lot.
it.
Maybe some
Not
might
when
say
it
too
came out,
much. Yes,
forever.
and it just kept. Yeah, he played that before, during, and after, and so I just will always think of that song. Broken Window Serenade, for some reason,
Mm.
will always make me think of Hanks.
Good one.
I kind of know how to play that on the guitar now. Kind of.
Show us.
There's
Not
a
in front of
harmonica.
people.
part.
See, the problem with that on a podcast is it's licensed music.
It's copyrighted.
have it.
Oh,
It's
So-
copyrighted. Yeah. That's the
Even if you play it
I would grab
yourself.
the songwriter, but
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one,
But we could hum it, I guess.
I'm not. I don't want
Mhm.
to say names of some bands because I'm not always the biggest fan of some of these bands.
Ooh, drama. The dirt.
No,
Just
it's not.
kidding.
It's not the dirt. It's
that's
just
not what this
personal.
pod's about.
Whatever that Fire Marshal Can't Shut Us Down, Casey Donahue song.
Oh.
They made everybody leave the building because they said we were fire code capacity. So they stopped
Oh.
Casey Donahue mid show, made everybody leave. And so when he resumed the show in the middle of that, I don't know. What's that song? I'm thinking about, I don't know. I'm not going to sing.
Okay, so they were recording it.
I'm not going to
Please?
sing. That is not going to happen.
They were recording it from the sound booth, and so we would play it back with
Uh-huh.
the audio of him saying, "The fire marshal can't shut us down."
Cool.
It was a-
And we played that song every day
How did the lyrics
until
go?
Hanks closed down. And that was in probably 2012 or something, maybe. I don't know. It was
Mhm.
maybe earlier.
no, it was before.
And we heard that song.
It was
I heard that song
before-
every shift I worked.
It was before I worked there, so I
Oh.
think it was like
Oh, okay.
early 2009.
It was a
maybe?
long time ago.
Absolutely.
And I think our owner was very proud of that moment. And
Yeah.
so we got to hear that song.
That's
every
history.
single
It
Kind
used to
of.
be like it used to be like the lead song, like right before the bands
Uh-huh.
would walk
Mhm.
out. David would play it like every time.
course.
So yeah, that's like when you, yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to think what song it's in.
I think
We'll
it's
have
that
to
Do you
get
thinking
remember
about
any
the
of the
good.
lyrics?
I think it's the thinking about the good times. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll look it up later.
Yeah,
Thinking about the good times drinking down the bad.
I think so. That sounds right. I think that was it.
yeah.
I think it was.
It's not Stockyards, is it?
No.
I don't know.
But it was the clip from the
No,
actual
It's
show.
the
So
white
that
trash
line,
story.
White
yeah,
Trash
the
Story.
line isn't in the song. He's just talking, like he's literally talking to the
Uh-huh.
fire marshal,
Yeah.
being like,
Lyric-
"Y'all
yeah.
can't shut us down," and
Oh my
talking
gosh.
while they're
Yeah.
filing people out, and then they counted them one by one back in.
That's
So-
hilarious.
The fire marshal's like, wait, watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had
Matt, do you
some
have any songs that
interesting-
remind you instantly of Hanks? Yeah. What is it?
So our old manager, Reed, at the end of the night, everybody would
Oh, yeah.
kind of hang out. They wouldn't leave.
Oh,
and
yeah. I already know.
all Tara and Christi and all the bartenders and the staff would all get super frustrated. And Reed would play this song that started off really slow and really easy. It's time to go home, get your things, pay your tabs, and then go into this whole thing and say, get the f- out. And nobody really knew until like the second time the verse came back around. But that was my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's
What about
no
you,
That's a
Tara?
good one.
Get the F out.
Heck yeah.
Probably.
Probably what it was.
Okay, so I was thinking of 3 too. So I was thinking like bar guitar and Honky
Mhm.
Tonk Crowd, Whiskey Myers, because they were like the home team.
Yeah.
And then Take Me Home by Tanner Essery. Because now every time I hear it, I'm like, take me
Aw,
home, and like
to
hold my
Hanks.
tattoo up because we
Aw.
did that. And then Ringling Road by William Clark Green, because every time he played, I would video it and I would post the best party on earth is a circus down at Hank's Texas Grill. And so
That's
every
true.
time I would do it.
It's a true
And
statement.
so now when I hear it or if I see him, I still post the same thing.
And if you don't mind, do y'all have the matching Hanks tattoos?
We do.
Where did you get these tattoos at?
On stage.
On stage?
Day after we closed.
The day after you closed on the stage.
Well, I mean, I say the day after. I'd left at like 9 a.m. that morning. But I took a
gosh.
nap and went back, and
It
Yes.
was a long.
It sounds like the time we got to the hotel on the other side, the Red Roof Inn,
Yeah.
whatever it is, Waffle House that night.
Yeah, I was so
that morning.
sad
it was a long
because we
trip.
got invited back. Like they were like, "We want to go get Hank's tattoos." I like had just gotten home after getting kicked out of the hotel room by those
Yeah.
workers, and I
They
was
were
like,
so mean.
"I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it."
And that age Ben would not have got a Hank's tattoo. This age
No.
Ben
Would.
He'd
definitely
be like,
would.
"Yeah, put it right on my butt." I'm just kidding.
Hey, our friend
It's not,
actually
it's
got
not
that.
too late, Ben.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still get it.
We
It's
had a
just not
friend
quite
there
the
that got
same.
I Heart Hank's.
Oh
I
man.
On her
love
butt.
that.
On
It's
her
just
butt, she
not
did.
quite the same after.
So if
Her
y'all
name
could go
cannot
back,
be named.
if y'all could go back or open Hank's for one more night, what would like the final lineup be? Like what would you pick? Who would you pick?
I feel like ours would be similar.
They're probably very similar. Now I'm gonna put the drop tines on there every
Mm.
single time, no matter
Mm.
what.
Yeah.
They're my favorite right now, and I'm gonna
I love them.
every single time. Probably Shane Smith.
Oh,
Tanner, because he's a little hometown guy too. You
Mhm.
know?
yeah, he's earned his.
Yeah.
He's good too.
Whiskey, because they're just
Mm-hmm.
to me they're synonymous with Hanks.
Yeah.
Because they played there a lot.
That's what a lot of
You know,
people
I
think of
mean-
when they think of Hanks, to be honest. I've had
Yeah.
a lot of people tell me that. They're like, back in the day, Whiskey Myers would play there all the time.
All
And-
the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was just
Yeah.
not a big deal, you know?
Mhm.
And so I don't know. I would say for sure those 4.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
obviously, ideally, you would say like Turnpike and Red Clay Strays, but
Yeah. It wouldn't even be an enjoyable
realistically
show
speaking-
at this
Yeah,
point. It'd be so
exactly,
crowded.
Exactly.
By about that third show is they're on stage, everybody'd be like passed out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
And I wouldn't want to work though. I wouldn't want to work the show. I'd
Oh,
want
yeah.
to
Yeah.
So
You wanna
would be
enjoy
a-
it.
That would be a conflict of interest.
Right.
Right.
What about you, Tara? Would you make any tweaks to that lineup?
No, my realistic one, like for going back in time, if I could
Uh-huh.
have picked, if we could have had them in the same night, or we
Mhm.
did have, Tanner's one of them. If we
Yeah.
could have had like a stacked weekend, it
Mhm.
would have been, 2 of them would have been Tanner and Whiskey.
Yeah.
And then other than that, like if we could have had like a full day of it, you know, then
That would have been fun, like a festival, like a
Mhm.
good
yes,
life festival.
if you could do like the dream lineup,
yeah,
Turnpike,
that would have been nice.
So
Hanks deserved that
maybe-
too.
Yeah.
maybe throw it back because we used to love him back in the day, like OG Bonnie Cooper from like
Aw.
way back in the day. Bart
love it.
Probe. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
who had like just a good chunk of time that
Uh-huh.
they were the it
Mhm.
guy.
Mhm.
And so yeah, and then also now, if I was
Now,
making
yeah.
the list now, oh, and Red Clay Strays would have been on it then, but definitely the Drop Tines,
Mhm.
maybe Shelby Stone.
Who?
She's a little rock
Okay.
star. I can't
I thought you
understand.
said,
I'm
"Who?"
like,
I'm like,
what?
Yeah.
Because we're both twinning.
What?
Hey Shelby. Hey
Shelby.
Shelby, you want to be our next our
Yeah.
next interview?
You're
I'm
on
manifesting
you're
it.
on our vision board.
You're on our
It
vision
says
board.
wanted.
Also,
We just want to talk.
we just
We
want to
just wanna
talk.
talk.
Otherwise, we're going to stalk you on April the 7th at Billy Bob's.
Oh my gosh.
We'll be what? Front row.
Yeah, we're gonna
All
sell
the
your
shows.
show out.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna sell it out. Or is it sold out already?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
I just
we're
love
there.
her.
We're
I
gonna
want
sell it
to
out.
dye my hair blue and learn how to play the guitar.
Oh,
I'm not going
yes.
to sing because
There's plenty of
clearly I can't
guitars to
sing,
choose from.
but I can do
You
the other one.
could. Anything.
I
We have
love
a
her.
couple. We
I
have
have
a
a
couple decent ones up
tambourine.
here.
Oh,
Tara or
Oh.
Christy
We
loves
have a
tambourine.
I
bunch.
love the tambourine.
Yeah.
Don't
tried
get
to-
her started.
I tried to tear a wall down at Hanks to get a.
I believe that. Oh my
She really
gosh.
did.
All right. So,
sorry.
what's the wildest request you guys have gotten from an artist or a tour manager?
Oh Lord, we had that one writer that was. You would have thought Mariah Carey was in the green room.
Yeah.
Certain color M&Ms.
She wasn't?
No, she was far.
Wait.
I won't name
Certain
names.
colored
M&Ms.
like
They
actually?
were the
So
Mariah Carey type
excessive.
Oh
writer.
wow.
They wanted,
Okay.
And they were not.
and they were not exactly.
They didn't. They,
They
didn't
did
need to
not.
have that writer.
Gotcha.
Yes, it was.
No,
it was
shut
cream
up.
Madonna. I mean, it was cartons upon cartons
We
of
could just
cigarettes,
bleep
all
it.
kinds of liquor. Which that stuff's not totally out of. All these batteries, certain color lighters, I think, certain color towels. It was like, and
Mhm.
there's probably going to be like 100 people to see
Oh
all.
wow.
We're not going to do
Oh.
that.
Oh,
And
no.
they-
There was
and-
some
We're not
other
gonna do
weird,
that.
weird stuff on it. I'm trying to remember.
There was that one was we were all just
There was
laughing
one
about
very
because we
excessive
weren't
writer,
gonna
and I would-
honor it either. It was like this. None of this is
Yeah.
Yeah,
happening.
it's a no for me.
We'll give y'all a bottle of Crown and a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Thanks
That
for
was about it.
trying. I know. Austin Mead got
You get a
one
band
bottle of
check.
Tito's and we drank it.
Ooh.
It's not like we didn't have
Have more,
more.
yeah.
That's why,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we should have just like got out there and been like, hey, so how much is a bottle of Tito's? Like, Austin Mead wants another bottle, you know,
Yeah.
like, but anyway, that didn't happen.
They would have looked
Um,
at us at the time and been like, okay, give me your credit card.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you know,
And I would have given it gladly because I was so embarrassed.
It'd be like if David's in there, if David says
Yeah.
yes,
Actually-
then you can. If
actually,
not,
yes.
then you can't.
And he wasn't. He
Who's
wasn't there.
David?
David. Yeah, we did.
Oh.
We just met him.
yeah,
What
he's like,
about
I'm
you?
the owner. You want to go on side stage? We're like,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Turns out it was just the stage.
it was
Yeah.
just on stage.
It turns out
It was
just
like
on
our
stage.
green room before it was a green room was where we made the barbecue.
That makes sense because we like literally. I was like expecting to go like backstage, and I'm like, oh, I'm on the stage now. I'm embarrassed.
So that's why
I-
people smoked in that room.
I feel like I
Mhm.
should start playing something. Nobody wants to hear that. All right, what about you, Tara? What's your like? Do you have any crazy like artist or tour manager requests?
I was gonna say the same.
The
The same
M&Ms.
writer she was talking about. It was the same.
The
one that I
exact
was
same
gonna talk about.
situation. Well, it must have
Other
been
than
very
that, they
memorable.
were pretty. All the bands were pretty
Yeah,
good with us. Like
yeah.
they weren't. No one asked for too much.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, it was. I don't know. It was not anything crazy. I was gonna say the same.
Uh-huh.
The same writer she's talking about was at the top of my list.
That's
But yeah, they never
That's
really
fair.
asked us for much. I mean, they knew they got a band tab and they got food, and other than that, sometimes
fair.
they needed like something from Guitar Center, but that was out of our wheelhouse.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
They would contact Galt for that.
Oh yes, they're like, we need this chord. Where you're like, you'd do better off like
Yeah.
asking anybody else.
Yeah.
Same though. That's Ben. Like Ben like does all the chords and all the like equipment and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm
Well, it's
like,
because I talked to Chris and I talked to
Literally,
our
though.
other friends and like I'm like, hey, would this be good? You know, and they're like,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, he definitely knows.
You know,
So,
So
He'd be a
Yes,
good one.
he's
too.
Oh, man.
any of them.
What night started normal and just went off the rails crazy? Like it started great. It's like, what the heck happened? Where did it turn south?
Yeah.
Was there any nights like that?
All of your years.
Um,
In all of your years, you're like, I'm just going into work, but
the bomb threat. We had a bomb threat one night
Oh.
during
oh,
the
we
Bellamy
think it
brothers.
was a fake bomb
I would think it was
threat.
1000% because the city of McKinney did not like us
oh,
at all.
They
We had-
never liked us.
We had a big war with the city of McKinney for a long time. and
yeah, a lot of beef.
So all of a sudden they come in with zero urgency, telling us everybody needs to evacuate because there's a bomb threat. The Bellamy
Huh.
brothers were playing, so it was
Mhm.
like sold out. Everybody just kind of stands there.
Oh,
Nobody took it
They
seriously.
didn't bring a fire.
They didn't bring
not a
bomb
woman.
sniffing dogs.
there's a bomb.
nothing.
There's
yeah.
a bomb in here.
There was zero urgency, and they just kind of stood
If you
there. And
guys wanna
people would
leave.
walk by and just be like, "Yeah, we're not leaving," and they just stood there. And
Yeah.
I paid
Then eventually
$40
they
for this
left.
Everyone
ticket.
had caught on to the game by then.
No,
yeah, so that that wasn't too crazy, but that's
pretty
one of the
crazy.
things that can come to mind.
So
Sorry.
one time, this isn't like one of the craziest stories, just a funny story, but our friend Kayla. So me and our friend Brooke and Kayla would alternate at our, like when there used to be a little bar in the front. And so Kayla was at the front bar that night and she wasn't paying attention to who was playing. And sweet Corey Morrow walked up to the bar at the end of the night, and he's an angel, and he was so nice. And he's like, you know, I know that y'all's kitchen's closed, but is there anything that y'all might have just that I could eat or snack on? And she looked down the line that's like almost done being cleaned up. And she had no clue who he was because she hadn't been paying attention all night. She said, you can have some butter. And he was like, never mind, you know, thank you. And then we figured out that she had told Corey Morrow that he could eat butter. And I'm
dinner.
sure he doesn't care about that story. But
There's probably one thing
So-
like imprinted in his brain. Like one time I played
All
at
the
Hanks and
time.
I asked for something to eat, and she looked at me and said, "You can
some
have
butter."
butter."
That's something
Yeah, you know?
stupid I would do. That's like whenever Tanner was in our hotel room and he was asking for what he could do better on his acoustic set that he didn't do in his like, band set. And I was like, you could remember the words because
I mean,
he forgot the words. But he was like,
damn.
right? Like,
Oh, it killed him.
how rude was that? And I think about that sometimes. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have said that.
tough
but
love.
We're all
That's
pals
what
now.
That's what
Fine.
started y'all's bickering.
Yeah, that's why we're arch nemesis now. So
Yeah. Yeah, you catch them two in a room together, and they
There's,
both
like,
will say, "Who's
his
that? My
instant
arch
reaction.
nemesis."
Yeah.
Yeah.
His reaction
Like-
is, ugh.
Yeah.
it's all love. It's all love.
Oh, it's totally love, man.
Tanner's like, I hate. And then like I got pegged in the face by a snowball during that snowball fight, and I was like, it had to have been Tanner, but I guess it was not Tanner.
I think
Security broke it up, and I threw a snowball at security, hit him, and ducked behind a crowd
It's
of people.
fair. All is fair
Yeah.
in snowball war. So yeah,
He looked very upset, but he couldn't figure out who threw it. So I went back to
Yeah.
my hotel room.
it was very fast.
to our room.
It was very
Yeah.
brief. It didn't last very long. All right, so we're gonna go into some finish the sentence. I think we have.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Okay, so why do you
Okay.
think artists love to play Hanks? Do you think it was like
because me and Tara obviously.
I mean,
They're such
other
good
than that, that's why I
bartenders.
liked working
Duh.
They
there.
make such good margaritas with tahini.
But why do you think? Is it the nostalgia of Hanks? What do you think kept bringing artists and people back there?
I mean, I think there was, and I've not been to many of them or any of them really to speak of, but I know there were a lot of little venues throughout Texas that were kind of starting points, I guess, for bands that were up and coming. And Hanks just made that list. They became one of those places that, you know, when you were starting out, I think you wanted to play. And then once we graduated from that small stage, that big stage, that was kind of that was a big deal.
Like
I mean,
a
it was
we made it moment?
and
Yeah.
like I think the bands would come in and they're like, "Wow, that's because it used to be that little crappy
Corner.
corner stage where poles were everywhere." And, you know, I don't know. So I just think it became probably. I mean, I'm not an artist, obviously, so this is all me just speaking nonsense, probably. But I would think that a lot of them considered that to be a place that was on their little checklist of at least places to play in Texas. That, you know, a lot of big names did, you know,
Yeah.
have some success there, and a lot did not have success there. But I don't know. But I mean, I do think the staff was a big part of it. People
Oh,
really liked
absolutely.
us, and we really spoiled.
Yeah.
Especially if you were a band we really liked, we spoiled y'all. I mean,
Especially
we
if we
kind
were-
of let
yeah.
them do whatever. I mean,
Uh-huh.
just kind of established itself as a place that you kind of wanted to play in this area.
Yeah.
The first person that graced that stage, I'm not a fan of. I will not name the name.
Okay.
It was horrible,
Oh.
but it was packed. It was absolutely
Yeah.
because it was a bigger name. I'd never heard of him.
You
because
know
he's
who
not
you are.
from- Yeah.
He's
Yes.
like, dang, what I do to
I don't remember who
Christy?
it was. Oh.
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 Not my cup of tea. Awful. It was awful, and I'm still mad that he got to play that first show because
Yeah.
ugh.
Somebody had to be first.
Somebody had to be first, but it was packed. I mean, there was
Yeah.
people coming from out of state to see this guy.
Mhm.
Line wrapped around the building. It was not a great night for us, but you know, but I mean, right out of the gate,
Y'all
that
got to
was a
tip
big
your
one.
bartenders.
And then like Drowning Pool was like the second band to play the stage, which was
I
kinda cool
love
though. because
Drowning
I did too.
Pool.
I thought that was cool. I was
Yeah.
all about, and before I don't think Drowning Pool would have played on that tiny little stage.
No.
So we did, you know, I think start to get some bigger bands. They felt like they were. I don't think a lot of them liked being on that tiny little baby stage. You know.
yeah. I
Maybe.
actually never saw it. So, I mean,
Really?
y'all always talk
Have you
about,
seen-
but I actually like never saw Hanks. Me and Matt, like one time for a date night, like whenever we were like 21, we saw a show we wanted to see there. And we walked in there and we left, and our tab was like something ridiculous. Like we each had 2 Jack and Cokes, and our tab was like $100-something. And we're like, okay, we bought tickets, and then our tab was $100-something for 2, or for really, I guess it was 4 single Jack Cokes. It was crazy. And we're like, we can literally never go there. We can never afford it. And so then like it looked like the way it did whenever Matt started working there. But we did go back, and I'm glad that we did. I think we just got somebody else's check.
They are
Jack was
very
like, I don't think I ever spent $100 there. I don't
No,
think I
they
ever
were-
spent $100 there after.
There was 2 problems with the situation. The first one was they were Crown and Cokes, and the second one, we went to the front bar.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go to the back
we didn't
bar.
go to Tara and
That's where you
Christi.
screwed
First
up.
mistake.
Yeah.
But still, the crown was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
$7.
Our tab was over $100,
Well, it was-
and we were like,
I think we got 2 doubles, and we looked at it like, this
Y'all are so
cannot be
sweet. Y'all didn't
right.
complain.
we just like literally took
She
it and
told
left.
me
We
to
were
be
probably
nice.
21. Like we probably were just small
That's so
babies.
sweet.
You
Like,
definitely
we were just
got
like,
the wrong tab.
we're
Sorry
newborn.
about
oof.
that.
You sure y'all are like, no matter how y'all dice it, doubles, whatever, it's not it.
Yeah, there's no way 4 drinks could have been.
No, and I like
in
literally,
any.
No.
I've like
realm.
drank so many drinks for less than $100. Like so many more drinks for less than $100 there. So I was like, once after we started going back, I said, yeah, we must have gotten the wrong tap. But did you have something to add to that, to the question?
Why did
Oh,
artists love
Why do we
playing
like?
Hanks?
Why do our,
But
yeah,
also,
that
people
worked.
came to Hanks because they got great service, especially in the back bar, but like front bar too.
Yeah.
But people really made Hanks what Hanks was. Like, you know, like the people that have been there 14, 20 years, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because I started there as a customer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great service. Like, I mean, like, that's what we were. We were customers, you know, and like, we didn't know these people at the time. And then now we're like all great friends.
We know what Hanks is. We love Hanks. Hanks is like our second home. To give some context, Hanks was a little bit bigger than a decent sized restaurant. 100 people was capacity,
Mhm.
including staff.
Capacity was, yeah, like 705. Fun fact: it used to be a Denny's.
Makes
I can
sense.
see that.
Oh, okay. I thought, yeah. So it used to be a Denny's. Like I remember going there when it was Denny's when I was
That's
like,
right.
yeah. And so that's why back in the day they'd be like, why are there like the bathroom line would be around the corner?
Yeah.
Like, why are there only 2 stalls? I'm like, well,
Denny's
used
wasn't
to be
really
a
popping.
Denny's.
And nobody knew about the second women's restroom, so the lines
Yes,
would be
that was
super,
a
super
free
long.
secret
Right,
bathroom.
right.
That was
So-
awesome.
But yeah, so it was started as something small, then they added on to the back, but our capacity was right around 700.
Right. Who do you think the 3 or 4 biggest artists got their start or started in the beginning at Hanks?
I would say Cody Johnson's one that like he played, like she was talking about Turnpike, played
Mhm.
on a Thursday. There were literally like 4 people there, and he didn't have a merch guy. We all got cut. We ended up going out that night, and now he's winning Grammys and doing crazy stuff.
Singing with Reba.
Yes.
most most important accomplishment.
Yeah, most important. Got to sing with Reba.
Yeah.
Yes. So I mean, like Turnpike, Whiskey Myers, Co
Mhm.
Wetzel, Cody Johnson,
Ragweed.
Red Clay Strays. Oh yeah, Ragweed, Casey Donnie. I mean, everybody.
Yeah.
Like
Ragweed, yeah.
when you
so
really
good.
think
Eli
about it,
Young
like
Band, are they still big?
yeah,
Because
Eli
they
Young
played there
Band.
like the first year we were opened or something.
Yeah.
who else?
I don't know
Josh
if they're-
Abbott.
Yeah.
Pretty much
sure.
everyone who's ever been anyone in
In
Texas country
yeah.
has.
Has played Hanks.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, let's go to our finish
Yep.
the sentence segment. So we're each gonna guess. There's like 5 questions and 5 of us, so we'll each take a turn. So okay,
Okay.
all right,
All right.
well, that's
so
fine.
we'll get
Makes me nervous.
Tara answers first, then Christy, and we'll go boom, boom,
Oh
boom,
Lord.
boom.
Okay.
So we're
How
not all
rapid
gonna
this
answer.
fire is going to be.
Oh, do we-
I have one
that's
for the
all
first
answer.
one now.
What?
All right, so you weren't really at Hanks
Until you stayed after hours and hung out with the bands and maybe sang karaoke with them.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
There
that.
were some long,
Mm-hmm.
long nights.
All right, Christy. The loudest I ever heard that room was when blank.
The loudest I ever heard wasn't really from a crowd. I specifically remember David Allen Coe played there once, and I thought my eardrums were going to explode. It was the loudest it had ever been. It was a Sunday, and it was,
Uh-huh.
and I like loud music. I thought I was going to lose my
You're like,
hearing. that day.
I'm gonna go deaf.
So
This
that
is the
wasn't
last
from
thing I'm ever gonna
It
hear.
was the loudest thing. It was the loudest thing ever.
Oh no.
Dude, I didn't,
Far and away.
Oh, I don't know which one of y'all is the better one to ask, but Tara, I never told anyone this, but at Hanks,
Oh, I don't feel like I have many like Hank's secrets. Like
A lot
I met
of our
my husband at
friends.
Hank's, but like everyone knows that. I got a tattoo on stage, but everyone
Shout out
knows
to
that.
John.
Now everybody knows that.
Our friends could get a lot.
Yeah, I
juicier
mean,
with-
like
Yeah.
I have a lot of things I could say about someone else. I saw someone.
Tara was strictly
Okay.
business.
anonymously.
Okay, I saw someone
Oh no, tell us please.
squirt their breast milk on stage
On
the last
stage?
night.
the last night. Yep.
That's
That
hardcore.
is-
So
That's-
that was
That's legit.
that's a
the
unique
tits.
moment.
yeah.
But I'm pumping.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have that many secrets, but
Yeah.
I've seen it all
Yeah.
and
Yes.
more.
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll go to the last one for Christy. The artist who surprised me most was blank.
God, I don't know.
It's not a pop quiz.
So it's not a pop quiz.
Yeah.
I don't know. In the same vein of saying like who the for the Turnpike Troubadours, I said that about the Dirty River Boys when they came through. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
what the is a Dirty River Boy?
Yeah.
And
You
I
liked
loved them.
Yeah.
Loved the Dirty River R.I.P. Dirty River Boys. I loved
Oh.
them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the right answer, but
There's no right
we had that
It's
little
perfect.
poster, and I was like, "What is a Dirty River Boy? Like, what are we bringing onto the
Just a little
stage?"
Yeah.
river rat.
And I loved them. They were so
I
good.
love that.
So they surprised me because I judged them by their
By the
name for sure. Mhm.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna go into segments, which is Cruel Tunes.
Cool tunes.
And I'll divvy out the cards. So going into our game segment, we're playing the same game we played on the 3rd episode, which is called Cruel Tunes. So we'll just call it, we'll go around, 4 times
4
maybe?
times?
Because
Yeah.
there's 5 of us. So it's like Cards Against Humanity. So basically, one of us will be the judge, and then we'll take turns. So if we go around, well, I guess, let's
All
just go
of us
around
judge.
5
Oh, 5
times.
times?
So
5 times.
we'll go around 5 times. We'll do 5 songs. We'll go around 5 times because there's so many of us. And then each of us will take turns being the judge. So the first time Matt will be the judge. He won't put in a card. Second time Ben will be the judge. Me, we'll go
Roger.
around the circle. And we're just voting for the funniest one. And so we have the Dirt Cruel Tunes playlist that we have up on the screen. And so I'm going to shuffle it. And then whatever song comes up is the one that we're referencing. I will tell you guys what the song is because we cannot play it due to copyright reasons. But I can tell you what the song is and you can see what we're all giggling about. Without further ado, Matt, you're the first judge. Are you ready? All right.
First song.
So our first song is Stay a While by Treaty Oak Revival. And we'll all pick one except for Matt. These are funny. They're all funny. Okay. And then we don't have to say who we are at the end if we don't want to, but whoever gets the most cards at the end wins.
All right, Matt. What is your pick?
Okay, my pick is I'm listening to Stay a While by Treaty Oak Revival because it's not porn, but it's close enough.
That's a good one.
That's
All
funny.
right, that was your card you said was no good?
I don't
Oh,
All
Christy.
right, there's
Christy
one
gets
point
one.
for Christy.
Okay, next song. Our next song is going to be With or Without Me by Gannon Freeman and CC Rev.
Do you guys need to hear this or do you know it?
I do not know it.
I don't know it, but I can guess.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
What's it called again?
With or Without Me.
With or Without Me.
It's about like what you think it is. I love Gannon Freeman though, so you know.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, I just thought of a story I should have told. The Whiskey Myers St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
we can always hit it
That's
at the
a
end
good
of
one.
this.
Yeah.
Rock
sure.
star.
All right, Ben, what you got?
I'm listening to With or Without Me by Gannon Freeman and CC Rev because I don't know any of the effing words, but I love this song.
That's me.
Yeah, I
Dang,
always
two.
go. All right, next song, dang, Christy. Oh, okay.
Oh,
This one is Snake
Hey, I
Farm
know
by
this one.
Ray Wiley Hubbard.
I know and
it
love
just sounds
this one.
nasty.
It pretty
much
much is.
It pretty much is.
But I get to judge this one because I love Snake Farm.
I do
Mm-mm.
too.
Oh, I know. I just thought it was funny. All right, Sam.
Okay.
Which card do you think is the best?
Okay, this is funny, but but I love the song. So, all right, I'm listening to Snake Farm by Ray Wiley Hubbard because my creepy uncle has the ox.
That was
They are. The runner-up,
That's
the
fair.
runner-up was Barn Party, My Farm, 6 o'clock. Be there.
See, that was
But I
perfect.
felt like that was Christy vibes, and I couldn't have you win
No,
again.
mine was the erection one because snake, you know.
That's like really
I mean,
Well thought out.
I'm trying.
all right. Next song is Something to Talk About by Co Wetzel. This is a good one. Yeah, this is the one.
Okay, they were all really funny, but just for this song, I would say I'm listening to Something to Talk About by Co Wetzel because I'm at a sweaty frat party.
That's a good one. Not one. That
Matt, I'll
one.
keep that card.
Christy's still in the lead.
Man, I have a really good card I want to use for a song.
Yeah?
But it's none of these songs.
Sorry, I just gave you all of them.
All right.
All
The,
right.
the last song for our Cruel Tunes segment is going to be Happier Alone by Austin Mead and Co Wetzel. Another Co
A
Wetzel.
banger.
And Christy's going to vote. All right. I had like a couple of really good ones for Co Wetzel songs.
Man,
That's okay. At least you got 2 Co Wetzel songs. Co Wetzel.
cold pretzel.
Co Pretzel.
Cold pretzel. Okay. Oh, it's already a good one. That's a good one. Oh, can we do a tie?
Yeah, you can. I don't care. I said both
Damn.
my
Okay,
cards.
well then I'm gonna go with.
Hold on.
And then I guess this is gonna be it.
All right,
I'm
Chris.
listening to "Happier Alone" by Austin Mead because there is not a chance I'm getting laid tonight.
Ah.
So by default, you
me.
have to be happier alone. So there you go.
Rock
That was
on.
second. All right, Sam, are you ready to go into our last segment?
I'm actually not ready to go into our last segment.
Okay, what's up?
I think Tara we were talking about this behind the scenes. I think she had one more good story for us to send us off on before we do our unearthed.
And you say I'm never ready.
I know.
You too. Cut it out.
Do we need to separate you two?
Oh, I was just thinking about like when we were talking about memorable nights.
Mm-hmm.
One that always has stuck out as like probably my favorite day ever was Whiskey. I feel like we keep talking about Whiskey Myers, but Whiskey played the downtown Dallas St. Patrick's Day parade, but they
Oh.
played at like noon. And so they played and
Oof.
then they were coming to us. And when they got to us, they
imagine.
were
In no condition to be
wasted.
playing.
Yes, they were wasted,
Burn.
which they are professionals. That was back in the day. That was like probably 2011. But they got there and they just wanted shots and they wanted to play and they wanted to have fun. And we were panicking and we were like, okay, y'all need to eat. And they
Yes.
did not want to eat. They didn't want to
Forcing
eat.
bread.
And we were sitting there and we are like, okay, what can we order them? And it was like, okay, Cody needs chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes with a side of, I don't know, French fries. Like
As
the
many carbs
heaviest,
as
yeah,
possible.
the heaviest things we could do. We were trying to force feed them. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, now you have to go take a nap. And they're like, we're not taking a nap. And I was like, you have to go take naps right now. And they did not want to. And it was quite a day. And then
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the same night. I think I'm merging these 2 nights in my head, but
Good
the
time.
whole day was a blur because it was a mess, but it was a fantastic time.
Mhm.
And then now I think I merged 2 nights, but there was also a night with whiskey that we ended up. So there was a for the people who don't know, there was a hotel next door. It used to be a Quality Inn, and then it was a Red Roof Inn.
Unquality Inn. That's what we called it.
Yes.
It was not of high quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, the staff's
Um,
rude.
Yeah.
No, that's the Red Roof Inn staff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Which I always, not always said, but like the last night of Hanks,
Mm.
I wanted to put the Red Roof Estates Austin Mead song because I was
Ah,
staying
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
Red Roof Inn,
Yeah.
and
Fancy.
he didn't have it on Instagram or anywhere. But the night of whiskey, we ended up. It was a different night because it was freezing outside,
Mhm.
and we ended up at the Quality Inn. Cody had blueberry moonshine that I think Ronnie had brought him from
Probably.
Louisiana. And he kept saying, it tastes like the Keebler effing elves made it. And then
Sold.
somehow we ended up making like, I don't know how many Vegas bombs, just endless Vegas bombs in the hotel room with the paper coffee cups.
Oh.
And we had like 4 rooms, like we all had rooms.
Yeah.
And all of our paper coffee cups had been used so much that they were like disintegrating and falling apart from making these Vegas bombs. And then it was just a doozy of the
Yeah.
night. And
Was that the time
Sounds
they
like a
had
lot
a
of fun.
$2,000 tab over the course of 2 days?
probably
Because
so.
Oh,
they
wow.
had a
Oh my
$2,000
gosh.
tab.
Yeah,
over
a
the course
lot
like
of-
a Saturday and a Sunday.
Sounds like they sobered up real
my
quick.
God. Yeah, they were one
A
of those
lot
that-
of good nights with those guys. They're
Ugh.
a good time.
They sound like a lot of fun.
Sometimes those are the best nights.
Yeah,
you know?
they
Yeah.
are.
Okay, Sam, are you ready now to go into our
I
last
am
segment?
ready to go into our last segment. Okay, so we're going to go into our unearthed segment. So, like we've talked about in previous episodes, this is when we share a song that's not usually super well known. Sometimes it is, some, whatever we're kind of feeling. And it's just to kind of shout out one of our favorite artists, one of our favorite songs. And actually, we are going to start letting our guests choose a song. So, Christy has a good one for us. So, what's going to be our unearthed for today?
So, when we get to Steamboat last year,
Mhm.
2025.
Yeah.
We went to see Shelby and Jordan at Fish
Oh,
Camp
it
or
was so good.
Dung Beetle. I don't remember.
Shelby
Yeah.
and Jordan who?
Nix.
Okay, Shelby.
Shelby Stone.
Oh my gosh. No, we're like on a first name basis.
Yeah, we're-
I know.
We've already
Okay, but for
we've
the
already
people that don't
referenced
listen, for the
them
people that
so many
don't,
times.
Like,
Oh,
if
yes,
somebody
you're-
starts
okay.
on this episode. Okay,
Fair.
sorry.
So we went to see Shelby Stone and Jordan Nix, and
Thank-
they did a little song swap, and it was amazing. And
Uh-huh.
she sang a song called Chaos.
Mhm.
And when I got back home, I was like, oh, I need to hear the song because it stuck out of like all of them. It stuck out, and it wasn't on Spotify or anything.
Mhm.
So I found her singing like a little version of it on YouTube or whatever. And I guess it's going to be on her new
Yeah,
album.
it's on Silver Year.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's called Chaos.
It's out.
And it's awesome. It's beautiful.
Yes.
And I love it. And I love her. And so
Mm.
that's my song.
I love that.
And
That's
you-
that's an
Will.
awesome selection.
And we'll add it to the playlist now.
As you
Yeah,
should,
now we'll add it
as
to
you
the
should.
playlist.
Everybody should add it to the
Actually,
playlist.
I don't know. So Shelby did this really cool thing that I actually like really appreciated. So when her Silver Year album came out, before really, when she was trying to get the funds to make the album, she put out some stuff that was like, to support my album. You can buy it in advance, and once it's out, I'll send you the file of it or whatever. And I actually like bought like a vinyl from her to try to help support that. And then she sent me the album when it was done. And so whenever Christy told me she loved it, I was like, oh my gosh, I actually have that because Shelby sent it to us, whoever like helped, fund the album. And so I sent it to her, but she didn't
While
have
we were
any of
watching
her.
her.
Yes,
I was like, she
yes.
sings a song and I love it. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I'll send
I
it
was
to
like,
you.
I can send it to you. I have it. But I think she started to put her album on to Spotify now because at first, she was like really trying to like give back to the fans, I guess, and like try to keep things from like the algorithm running it. And so you should look into it. It was very cool. It was very moving. So great song selection. Very proud of that one.
Yeah.
So we'll be happy
Yeah.
to post
Good.
it. Well, thank you guys all so much for joining us. This is like
Yes.
we
Thank
went
y'all
from
for
just
coming.
me and Ben in a room to like 5 of our friends or 3 of our friends. Well, Matt
Family.
was my bestie, but
And
yes.
bestie.
But thank you guys all so much for listening, and don't forget to
Stay dirty.
bye.